There are numerous accounts of players who lost everything in athletics. They had once been extremely wealthy, but due to their terrible decisions, their fortunes have since vanished. Today we will talk about athletes that went broke with dumb decisions. Before we start the video, make sure you have subscribed to our channel and press the bell icon. Unfortunately, athletes frequently make poor financial decisions. Despite having successful playing careers, they frequently wind up broke and without a retirement plan, leaving them to question what went wrong. Perhaps it's because no one ever challenges them. They may perhaps feel a little bad about earning more money than we do. Perhaps they simply don't care because they earn so much more than we do. Whatever the cause, professional athletes have given us a ton of opportunities to make fun of them. Number 10. Curt Schilling. Curt Schilling won 3 World Series with the Red Sox. Most casual sports fans remember Schilling as the bloody sock player. Bloomberg Businessweek says Schilling made about $114 million in a 20-year career. But that doesn't include agency fees, taxes, and other charges. Unfortunately, Schilling invested his earnings into a video game firm he formed, 38 Studios. Much? $50 million. The studio's failure ruined his money. "I'm done," Schilling told WAFM. "I lost all the baseball money I had saved. I put my name on this corporation. I believed in it. I don't want pity. I chose it." Admirably, Schilling pursued his dreams with the same determination as strikeouts. But he lost everything by investing in one enterprise, a business in the video game industry. In essence, Schilling gambled away his riches. And he became another broke athlete. Schilling is a commentator for the streaming service Blaze TV. Number 9. Mike Matheny. As a catcher, Mike Matheny played 13 years in MLB. Milwaukee Brewers, Toronto Blue Jays, St. Louis Cardinals, San Francisco Giants. In his career, he made $18 million. Outside of baseball, Matheny ventured in real estate. Until the 2008 housing meltdown, he thrived. When his real estate ventures failed, most of Matheny's wealth was in real estate ventures. When the housing market tanked, so did his riches. Also, Matheny lost a court battle with a bank over a failed real estate venture in 2013. After the verdict, Matheny said he could lose his whole net worth. Court documents showed Matheny owed $4.4 million. "You could throw a dart at any kind of real estate and perform well," Matheny told St. Louis Post-Dispatch. "Suddenly I'm in over my head." Sadly, Matheny and his family were evicted. Also, they couldn't bring Matheny's baseball memorabilia. But Matheny's story was pleasant. Currently, he manages the Royals. His finances were fixed. He and his family even returned to the home they had lost. Number 8. Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is a top boxer. He's won many boxing titles and made a fortune. His career was marred by drug and alcohol use. In several partnerships, he had 5 kids. At his peak, he employed 200 workers. Chefs, gardeners, and chauffeurs worked for Tyson. He spends a lot of money on employees who don't increase his income. Tyson loved boxing and spending his money frivolously, so he struck rock bottom financially and said in 2003 that he was homeless. Despite having no money, Tyson said he was content. He said he was blissfully married to a lady he didn't deserve, Lakia Spicer, had a daughter with her and 4 other children with other women he loved, and was grateful for a second chance at life. Number 7. John Daly. John Daly is a top pro golfer. He was a sports legend and made a lot of money playing. He won many titles and was a top earner. In an interview, he detailed his finances and vices, including gambling. Daly acknowledged he lost a lot of money gaming, and the sum he gave stunned everyone. He claimed to have lost more money than most golfers in their careers, saying he lost $98 million and only won $45, or $50 million. Due of his gambling addiction, Daly is one of the 20 highest paid athletes to go broke. Number 6. Diego Maradona. Maradona is one of the best soccer players ever. In the 1980s, many regarded Maradona the best soccer player. In 1986, he won one of 4 World Cups he competed in. As a soccer player, Maradona made lots of money. Unfortunately, Maradona apparently didn't pay taxes on all that money. In 2009, Maradona owed $54 million in overdue taxes to Italy. This destroyed Maradona financially, leading to bankruptcy. But Maradona had other issues. Cocaine was one. In actuality, Maradona was banned from the Italian league for 15 months. His punishment for using cocaine was that. After his ban, Maradona was arrested for cocaine possession. Through it all, Maradona denied having a drug problem. His legal troubles and suspension undoubtedly affected Maradona's finances. In 2020, Maradona died. Number 5. Lenny Dykstra. Lenny Dykstra is a former Met. At the start of his retirement, Dykstra lived well and modestly. He preferred to collect $1 million a year from his car wash business. Dykstra was careful with his money. In his 12-year baseball career, he wasn't known for prudence. Dykstra was nicknamed Nails for charging outfield barriers like a bull. Unfortunately, Dykstra embraced his Nails persona in retirement. Dykstra's car wash chain was sold. It made $51 million. He used some of the money to launch the Players Club, a magazine for wealthy pro sportsmen. His magazine company crashed, devastating him financially. Dykstra wanted luxury, too. Lenny always wanted to be bigger, his brother Kevin told the New York Times. After baseball, he was never happy. He owned a $4 million home but needed Gretzky's. He had nice cars, but a Maybach was essential. He traveled first class but wants his own jet. The Gretzky home cost Dykstra $18.5 million. He bought it in 2007. 2 years later, Dykstra filed Chapter 11. His debt was $31 million. Only $50,000 in assets. $50,000 was 0.16% of what Dykstra owed creditors. Indicted for bankruptcy fraud in 2011. Federal authorities said Dykstra sold his valuables instead of paying his debts. In 2012, Dykstra pleaded guilty to bankruptcy fraud charges. The following year, he was sentenced to 3 years for motor theft. Dykstra was free in 2013. He served 6.5 months. Number 4. J Simpson. Many know J Simpson from his 1995 murder case. Before his legal troubles, Simpson was an NFL legend. 1985, inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. After retirement, Simpson went to Hollywood to act. In The Naked Gun series, he starred. The public loved him. Simpson's life changed when he was accused of killing his ex-wife Nicole Simpson and her companion. The trial got national coverage. Cameras captured courtroom facts for the public. The media covered it all. After 8 months, Simpson was acquitted. In 2002, a civil jury found Simpson guilty. Simpson was blamed for killing his ex-wife and putative lover, they said. The Brown and Goldman families were awarded $33.5 million from Simpson. 11 years later, Simpson was sentenced to 33 years for trying to rob a Las Vegas casino. What did he want? According to Simpson, sports memorabilia. Simpson did 9 years. 2017 was Simpson's release year. Today, Simpson is on Twitter and the golf course. Number 3. Tony Gwynn. Tony Gwynn represented the San Diego Padres in Major League Baseball for 20 seasons. Gwynn, who went by the moniker Mr. Padre, played right field. Gwynn declared bankruptcy in 1987. His liabilities were reported as $1,147,000. His wealth was $690,150 in total. The Los Angeles Times was informed at the time by sources that Gwynn had received terrible financial advice. Gwynn gave up baseball in 2001. Gwynn passed away from cancer in 2014. In relation to the couple's mansion, his widow owed about $2.5 million at the time. The San Diego Union Tribune said that the house had a $2 million valuation at the time. The lender fully acquired ownership of the mansion in 2018. The house eventually sold in 2019 for $1,429,500. Number 2. Dorothy Hamill. Ice skating and a young woman by the name of Dorothy Hamill enjoyed great popularity in the 1970s. Dorothy participated in the Olympics in 1978 and won the gold medal. One of the most recognizable skaters in the history of the sport, she later accepted a position with the renowned Ice Capita in the 1980s. Sadly, despite all the money Hamill made from her career, endorsements, and other endeavors, in 1991 she was declaring Chapter 11 bankruptcy and was in a desperate financial situation. She had invested a lot of money in several businesses, and she later spent more on legal fees to get custody of her daughter, on fighting depression, and on medical expenses after learning she had breast cancer. Number 1. Lawrence Taylor. Up until he got himself into a boatload of financial difficulty, Lawrence Taylor's NFL career was going well. It is well known that he struggled with drug addiction and spent a lot of money buying and sniffing drugs. He was also a very big spender, wasting money on a variety of items he couldn't afford. Taylor allegedly paid $300 to an underage prostitute while also being sued for child support and in serious problems with the IRS for filing a fake tax return. As reported throughout his journey, Taylor essentially earned the right to be broke. This is all about today's video. I hope you liked the video. Do let us know about your views in the comments section below and give us thumbs up so that we make more relevant videos for you.